So we're here at the Drupa Messe in Düsseldorf, and it finally is taking place after 8 years of pause. So it's really good to be here to see art and to see printers, to see really the whole industry of printmaking and graphics get together and see what's going on. I'm here with Silvia Schmitt. You are a traditional artist.
Yes, that's true.
Sketching is your art form that you like to do the most, I think.
Yes, drawing with pencil and colored pencil.
Right.
I tried out everything, but I'm always coming back to pencils.
That's pencils is your home, your sanctuary.
Yes, I feel safe with
Yes.
pencils.
And we just talked, introducing each other. I was raised in Hessen, Germany, and you now live in Hessen, in Friedberg. So my
Yes.
mom lives in Bad Nauheim, which is just around the corner. So
Yes, only 10 minutes away.
interesting, huh? And we meet here in Düsseldorf, which is really, really lovely.
Yes, the
Nice.
world is small.
Yes, small world. It's so lovely to meet you. So Silvia Schmitt, you are really a world-renowned artist in sketching. You do such detailed, precise work with your pencils. On the socials, your name is Topenga. Tell me why. How did that name come about?
Yes, there was a series in the 90s, and I liked the main protagonist. She was a beautiful girl named Topenga. And when I was trying to find a certain name for my art, I thought Silvia Schmitt is so boring, kind of, because everyone in Germany is Schmidt.
There's a few Schmidts in Germany.
And then I thought of Topenga, and I think it fits well because there's also the word pen.
Yeah,
and it's perfect.
That's true. That's so true. Wow, I didn't even see that. Thanks for telling me. Also, do you know Topenga Canyon?
Yes.
In California?
Yes. I want to visit it one day.
I love Topenga Canyon, because it's beautiful drive. It's very artsy. It's a lot of like not poor hippies, very like wealthy hippies, and
Really?
beautiful houses and very lush and green, and a lot of art community. So you really have to go visit.
Yes, a friend of mine lives there, and I want to visit him so he can show me around.
So you like working, obviously you love working on Hahnemühle paper. There's a collaboration that's been taking place for how long now?
Originally since last year it was taking place, and I'm so happy it came about because it's my favorite paper ever since, so it's perfect for me. I was always drawing on Hahnemühle paper.
Without knowing it, or just always thinking, oh, I have to have Hahnemühle?
No, I tried out different papers and I liked it the most.
Okay.
And it's still to this day.
And which is your preferred paper to sketch on?
I love Bristol paper because it's very smooth, and you need smooth paper if you want to show many details that are necessary for realistic drawings. And yes, it also has a lovely weight, so you can take your eraser and also put on different layers of color.
You can layer it well.
Yes, sometimes I need 9 or 10 layers.
Wow.
Or 5 times layering black to get a really dark black. So Bristol is perfect for that kind of drawing.
Okay, and now we're sitting, you might have already noticed, we're sitting in front of beautiful art. Obviously they are by Silvia Schmitt, by Topenga. And who doesn't know Arnie, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Tell me how it came about that you not just drew him. It looks like a photography. I mean, it's awe-striking because you have to look at it twice and you still don't know if it's a photographer. That's how precise you work.
Thank
but
you.
Tell me the story of how this came about, and tell me the story what happened then.
Yes, originally I drew it for myself because I love Arnold and I love his movies. I have 2 older brothers and we watched all his movies. And I wanted to keep it, but then I also made a portrait of his best friend Ralf Möller. In black and white, and I talked to him if he is okay with it. And when I was finished, coincidentally, Arnold was with him on a vacation.
Because they're friends?
Yes, they're best friends, and Ralf showed him my drawing, and Arnold was amazed. He couldn't believe that I made it with pencils, and he wanted to see it live. Then we met in Munich, and he really wanted to buy it afterwards, after he was convinced how it looks in real life.
Wow.
and that was 2016, and it is in his private collection ever since.
And I mean, it is amazing, the detail. How many hours did you put in it?
150, 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks of work. And how many layers is it, do you think?
It depends on the part, but the skin, there are 6-7 layers of color.
What detail. It is mind-boggling, to be honest.
Thank you.
Are you allowed to reproduce it? Because I see there's a certificate on there, which means,
Yes.
is it registered in the MyArtRegistry?
Yes, it's registered.
It is already.
Yes.
So the CEO, Mr. Jan Wöf, is going to be happy about that one.
Yes, I talked with the colleagues who manage it in Great Britain, and they're also happy to have it in the registry.
Great. So you have the consent to reproduce it, but he has the original.
Yes, the original, and he kept his promise. He told me he will come back a few years later with a new drawing, and that's the commission I'm working on right now.
With a new picture that you have to draw.
Yes, it's much bigger. It's 70 centimeters, and it will be finished in September. I hope so.
Congratulations.
So,
I know.
thank you.
That has made the media, the press has talked about it a lot, obviously.
Yes, last year it was everywhere.
It was everywhere, I know. And on which paper did you draw that?
That was also on Bristol.
Bristol as well. So you've already said like the Bristol is your paper because you can layer, it is smooth, it is something that really works well for your sketching art. But we've got also something on the table here. Do you work with, like, for example, hybrid hemp as well? Is that something that could interest you?
Yes, I used it for my latest exhibitions in Graz. I had 2 exhibitions, and I needed paper that was great for invitations, posters, and also my object signs. And it worked really well, and it's also great for the nature, which is perfect for me. It's ideal if you can combine sustainability and quality, and that's really a master.
And what's the new exhibition? Where is that, or which exhibition are you talking about?
Right now I have an exhibition in Graz, and it's called Café Kaiserfeld, and it's the favorite cafe of Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Oh, so how did that come about then?
His best friend, Ferdinand Greiner, has a permanent exhibition in the cafe, and I got to know him 2 years ago, and so that came about.
It happened naturally.
Yes.
That's beautiful. I mean, you know, I guess when you do something that you love with your heart and your passion, somehow magic unfolds because people feel that, they see it, and then it translates into other projects.
Yes, I also cannot hide my feelings. I'm always showing what I'm feeling. And I hope to transfer it to my drawings. Even if it's realistic, I always try to put something of myself into my art.
Your soul.
Yes, and the eyes are very important to me.
They really look at me. I get goosebumps. Well done, really.
Thank you.
Tell me about the Mystique, you've titled it. Tell me more about this one, please.
Yes, that's a special one because I wanted to see if I could look like a superhero.
Wow.
That's myself as Mystique.
Wow.
Some people might know it from the X-Men movies and comics. And I asked my husband if he could do a photograph of me in the position of Mystique, and I transferred the textures of her on my skin.
Wow.
Yes,
beautiful.
I'm proud of it because I think I can hold up to Rebecca Romine, who did the first Mystique.
Beautiful, amazing. And now you're officially a superhero. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It looks beautiful. I'm really impressed with the depth and the layering, and it looks 3D, and the you know, the colors and the light. It's incredible, really. And that is also sketched.
Yes, also sketched, only colored pencils.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
How many hours?
I think that was also about 150.
Wow.
That's rather quick, I would say, because I have drawings that I draw for several months or years even.
Wow, really? So what's the most time you've put into one painting or one sketch?
So far, 1,600.
Wow.
For The Hateful Eight, because there were 8 people and rather big. Was a Tarantino movie I liked.
Yeah.
And yes. That
Wow.
took me half a year.
But it seems when you do your work, time seems to be flying because it's what you love doing.
Yes, always. Even as a child, my mom has to call me, you have to eat something, you have to finish, you're already working 8 hours. Yes, I love it. I don't notice.
A true artist at heart. Always have been. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell me, Silvia, or Topenga. I love that name, I must say.
Thank
Well
you.
chosen. And the pen in Topenga. Now that you say it, of course, there's a pen in Topenga.
Yes, it's perfect.
Must visit Topenga Canyon. Tell me,
I will.
last but not least, really, tell me, is there anything exciting that you'd like to share with us? Any projects or news or something?
Yes, there are several things that are floating through my mind. I have to collect myself because I put so much work in my current commission for Arnold. That's why I want to take some time off to see what else I can use as materials. But there will be some drawings that connect to each other, that are connected to each other, like the Seven Sins. I have many ideas
wow.
I want to put on paper, not only celebrities, but different kinds of things. I think there will be something for everyone.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Well, I'm going to follow you on the socials and see how the projects evolve. And I love
Yeah, I would
Austria as
love
well. Maybe come and see your exhibition in Graz. Is it still on?
Yes, it's still on, but only until Saturday.
Till Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, off to Graz to see your
Yes.
exhibition. And then, well, looking forward to future projects with you. And it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to talk to you too.
Thank you so much.
For having me.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to follow you on the socials. Do the same. Topenga is her handle. And you'll keep posted with what you're up to. So thank you so
Yes,
much.
Thank you too.
Thank you.